I thought I was done with video essays. I made the last video to send to my fiance, and then I thought I was done with it. I just had something to say to him, and I'm glad it really resonated with everyone as one of my least viewed videos with the most comments. That's great. But I thought essays were not for me. They were not going to be the content that I wanted to make regularly. Until he pulled me back in. Smiling man with dreadlocks, looking at camera. Cheerful young man with dyed hair, looking at camera, in the hole on orange background. So, how did I find this man? Well, I'm unemployed right now. I've been looking for jobs but not having much success. Most of my days right now consist of checking my email, finding loads of rejections, and then sending the same CV over and over again. I was just messing around on Discord with my fiance, didn't have much to do. We were talking about how he's considering dyeing his dreads, so I thought I would help. And looking for inspiration, we looked up, I think it was red dreadlocks on man. And if you scroll through these Google results, there's actually quite a few of this guy, the smiling man with dreadlocks looking at camera, cheerful young male. But I kind of ignored the white guys. They don't apply to my fiance, who is Zimbabwean. But then this exact photo caught my eye in particular. Why is he in an orange hole? What a happy little guy. Look at that face. And at first I just kind of found it funny. I was like, oh my god, we've zoomed in and this white guy has dreadlocks. Like, it's kind of hilariously bad. So I just found it funny. And as I got deeper into this photo shoot, he has a chest tattoo. Like, this is not just a guy looking guy, this is someone strange. And then he had business to attend to. The more I got into these photos, the more delighted I was. I clicked on the yellow photo and found out that he'd had blonde twists at some point. Twists, which he was already calling dreads, but yeah, man. Yeah, you can see the strands. One of my friends noticed that he had a wedding ring on. Like, I had to interview him. So the hunt began to find out who is this man and can I speak with him and ask him what the hell is going on. So first I found that on Flickr the source for this image was Almy. I think it's like a stock image website basically. I found his profile on there and there he was, the man himself, Anton Deev. I saw that he had a wife. She also had dreadlocks, but not anymore. And he was using it as like a photo album for his daughter. So many photos of this baby, and clearly very personal photos. You know, you don't just share your child lightly. It seemed like he really enjoyed documenting all her outfits and milestones. I mean, you can see her as a newborn. I realized he must be the photographer as well, doing this on his own. I had my suspicions when I saw the photos with the colored backgrounds on Google because he had two different dye jobs in his hair. This must have been over quite a few years. But it could just have been a model who's been doing this for a while, and Google grouped all his modeling gigs together through like face recognition. But now I was pretty sure that this guy is photographing himself. He has a passion, he's got a wife, he's got a daughter. He's choosing to share his family on these stock photo websites. So on Alamy, there's no option to business email people. So I really started my hunt now that I had his name, Anton Deev. He had no LinkedIn, no Instagram with his face on it, no Facebook. There's another guy called Anton Deev on Flickr also doing stock images. It was starting to look like I could never find him with the waters this muddy. Is this like the John Smith of some other country, like maybe Kazakhstan? Or a stock image really popular in certain countries where the name Anton Deev is just common? I then found him on this site Dreams Time and recognized his wife with this face mask photo. My dreams of an interview were kind of dead at this point, but I found out here much more than I had hoped for in the first place. It seems like he's from Kazakhstan. He probably wouldn't even speak English to be interviewed. He probably speaks Kazakh. I've got to see his white boy hair before the chest tattoo. I knew he'd been doing it for years because he'd been dyeing his hair multiple colors. But the fact that he got a chest tattoo and healed it confirmed that this had been years and years. Also on Dreams Time, you can see these like statistics. So you can see that his monthly uploads are over 600 a month. But 43,000 images uploaded on this guy's profile. Out of those, only 200-ish have sold, and his profile exposure is really low. Stock photos sell for like 25p on a good day, and even if every one of his photos was selling for £100, that's like 2,000. That is not enough to make a living. So is this for clout? It's very public showing his face all the time, but I can't find anything about him. Even his wife's name is a complete mystery to me. These are good quality photos, but if he's making no money, surely he'd want to have some way to connect his profiles to a photography business? It doesn't seem like it. It seems like this might be truly out of passion that he chooses to share these stock images and wants to maintain his private life and doesn't want people to be able to contact him or find a business email. So, what do we know? Anton Deev from Kazakhstan just loves making stock photos. Maybe that's all we need to know. Or so I thought. Until I was editing this video and I found him on FreePic as Anton Deev. He's out here with over 10,000 downloads, that's more than half his number of uploads, and from that I found him on Shutterstock. He's returned with even wider boy hair, he's got a frickin' pug, he's got a frickin' blister on his foot, he's got a frickin' Santa outfit. It's actually really interesting. He's now using AI to generate like photography. And I know there's the big discussion right now over whether AI is going to take jobs from artists, but how do you guys feel about artists using AI to do their job? Like, nobody's losing a job. If anything, it's making the job that was already his job easier. I think it's really interesting. Also, he captions all the photos of his wife, like stylish, beautiful woman, and I think that's really sweet. I also found him doing some anti-war stuff about the war in Ukraine, so Anton Deev based. And now he's apparently in Finland, using the Spanish word for God as his last name and a Latin-based first name. So we don't know where Anton is, but it seems like he's doing well as a photographer, and that's all that matters. Also, I thought again, because I'm pretty sure I just found this dude speaking in a Cyrillic language on TikTok.
5 интересных фактов. Поехали! Когда мы смотрим на что-то приятное, наши зрачки увеличиваются на 45%.
So hey, my roommate speaks Russian. Maybe one day we'll really get that interview. But until then, Anton Deev, Anton Dios, I truly wish you the best. I hope this guy is absolutely thriving because I didn't think I could find so much entertainment out of just one random photographer making stock images. Nene, I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed making it for you. I'm gonna make it public because I think other people deserve to find him, but these videos are really for you. It makes me a little less lonely while you're gone to have someone to speak to, even if it's just a camera. So I love you so much, and I can't wait for you to come back. Also, I've realized in editing, I should say, Anton, if you see this, please don't sue me for using your photos without permission. I I really like when you did the Skrillex aesthetic, and I think you look kind of like Justin Timberlake, which is really cool. I'm a genuine fan of this guy's work. He's so talented. This video will not show it off properly. If you want to go check him out on like Shutterstock or pretty much, I mean, Adobe stock images, any place that you can find stock images, this guy's there. Go check him out. They are absolutely beautiful. I love his work. But I am unemployed, as I said. Please don't make me not like you anymore. I hope the free promotion is enough. Thank you so much for giving me this whole video because you seem like a fascinating guy.
Привет! Подпишись на канал самых обезбашенных парней, чтобы быть в эпицентре безумия. Ведь лучше увидеть их сумасшедшие видео самому, чем постоянно о них слышать от друзей. Crazy.